The Myanmar authorities have been implementing an unprecedented large-scale campaign against transnational crime with a strong focus on completely eradicating online gambling and scam syndicates in the southeastern border areas. This is not merely a conventional fight against criminal activity. It has been elevated to a matter of critical national security, reflecting the severity of illegal operations that have taken deep root within the country, seriously damaging Myanmar's national image, public order, and foreign relations. Two areas regarded as global epicenters of cybercrime, Shwe Kokko and KK Park, both located on the outskirts of Myawaddy in Kayin State along the Thai border, have become the primary targets of this sweeping cleanup operation. These complexes, rapidly constructed under the guise of special economic development projects, have, in reality, turned into strongholds of international scam networks where thousands of people from many countries were detained, exploited, and forced to participate in cybercrimes, mainly financial fraud and illegal online gambling, targeting victims worldwide. The campaign achieved notable and breakthrough results in mid-December. According to Asian News Network and regional media outlets, December 12th marked a major operation focused on destroying infrastructure and dismantling criminal manpower at KK Park. Specifically, Myanmar law enforcement authorities, including an interagency task force comprising security forces, administrative agencies, and local authorities, demolished an additional 17 buildings in the Myawaddy Thale area, a key part of KK Park. The demolished structures included one solid 4-story building, 2 3-story buildings, and 14 2-story buildings. All of these structures were confirmed to have been used exclusively for online gambling and scam operations. The use of large, multi-story buildings to run criminal enterprises highlights the level of organization and audacity of these groups. With this decisive action, the total number of illegal structures dismantled at KK Park alone has reached 398 out of 635 buildings identified as targets across the entire area. The destruction of nearly 400 buildings has sent a clear message about the Myanmar government's determination to eradicate these crime cities at their roots. This is a strategic move aimed at permanently eliminating the physical space in which such crimes operate, preventing the re-establishment of scam networks. Alongside the demolition of infrastructure, the crackdown on criminal personnel has proceeded in parallel. On the same day, December 12th, the interagency forces focused on inspecting and searching buildings in Ward No. 5 of Myawaddy. This resulted in the large-scale arrest of 516 foreign nationals who were residing and operating criminal activities there. They were discovered in one 4-story building and one 6-story building, along with the seizure of a significant volume of technological equipment. At the scene, authorities confiscated 550 computers, along with numerous other electronic devices used to conduct online scams and gambling. All seized items, including equipment from both KK Park and Shwe Kokko, were publicly and decisively destroyed. This destruction served a dual purpose, eliminating physical tools used for criminal activities and ensuring that the equipment could not fall into the hands of other groups or be used for illegal purposes. This is a critical part of the strategy to prevent recidivism and the revival of scam operations. The list of the 516 detainees exposed the deeply transnational nature of these criminal networks. Among them, the largest group comprised 225 Chinese nationals, a nationality often targeted by many scam syndicates' fraudulent schemes. The second largest group consisted of 83 Vietnamese nationals, indicating that the Vietnamese community has been significantly affected, either lured or coerced into participating in these networks. The detainees also included 77 Filipinos, 39 Kenyans, 12 Indonesians, 10 Thais, 9 Malaysians, 4 Indians, and numerous nationals from other African countries. This mix of Asian and African nationalities underscores how Myanmar had become a global hub for scam operations, attracting or forcibly recruiting manpower from around the world for illicit purposes. This is not only a pressing issue for Myanmar, but also for the international community, requiring coordinated responses from affected governments. Since the intensified crackdown was launched in January this year, the Myanmar authorities have recorded a total of 13,227 arrests involving individuals from 47 countries in connection with online scams and gambling activities. While most have been processed and successfully deported, a substantial number remain in detention awaiting repatriation. At present, as many as 1,655 foreign nationals are still being held in Myawaddy. They are temporarily housed in sports facilities, buildings belonging to border guard forces, and even former scam compounds that have been repurposed. Managing security and providing basic necessities for such a large and diverse group, differing in language, culture, religion, and personal background, has placed an enormous logistical and administrative burden on local authorities. Recognizing these challenges, senior Myanmar officials have issued an urgent public appeal to the international community. At a press conference in Yangon on December 14th, Colonel Min Tu Kya, who leads the crackdown, stressed the need for swift repatriation. He stated, "They have different nationalities, religions, moral values, and personalities. We want the international community to come and receive them quickly. It would be more convenient if they could be returned to their home countries as soon as possible." This appeal highlighted the pressure Myanmar faces in ensuring the safety and welfare of detainees. Deputy Minister of Home Affairs, Major General Ang Kya Kya, provided further details on the main obstacles. He noted that most of those still awaiting repatriation are African nationals. The complexity lies in the fact that many of these African countries do not have embassies in Myanmar, and some lack diplomatic representation even in neighboring Thailand. The absence of direct diplomatic channels has severely delayed identity verification and repatriation procedures, prolonging detention periods. Nevertheless, alongside these challenges, Myanmar continues to accelerate repatriation through existing cooperation mechanisms. On December 12th itself, a handover was carried out in which 56 individuals, 54 Indonesian nationals, and 2 Kazakh nationals were transferred to their respective countries via the Myanmar-Thailand Friendship Bridge No. 2 in strict compliance with legal procedures. This demonstrates Myanmar's determination to complete the necessary processes so that detainees can reunite with their families as soon as possible. Myanmar's campaign against online gambling and scam crimes is a prolonged and arduous struggle, but it has produced tangible results, particularly the destruction of extensive criminal infrastructure and the arrest of thousands of individuals. The government's designation of this issue as a national security matter underscores its seriousness and provides the basis for sustaining the momentum of the crackdown in the period ahead. The Myanmar government has pledged to continue close coordination with domestic forces and to strengthen cooperation with neighboring countries and the international community to fully dismantle scam networks. The success of the campaign depends not only on Myanmar's efforts, but also on the timely response and cooperation of countries whose citizens are involved in receiving and handling their nationals. This represents an important step towards regaining territorial control, restoring public order and security, and rebuilding Myanmar's image as a reliable partner in the fight against transnational crime, with the ultimate goal of creating a safer and more stable regional environment. The campaign will continue until all criminal organizations in Shwe Kokko and KK Park are completely eliminated. Thank you for watching this story. If you found it meaningful, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video. And now it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for staying with Societal Stories.